Welcome back, guys, to another episode here of the Endless Growth Podcast. Here with Alex.
Yeah, welcome back. Another week, episode 37.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, beautiful beautiful start to I don't know, you could say the week this week. Basically what I'm trying to say, it was I think was it Monday? We had a bunch of like snow and shit on the mountains. It was like around there, no?
Yeah, yeah,
Woke up.
yeah. It was pretty cold Monday. I think Tuesday, yesterday is when it was kind of crazy because we got all that rain.
Yes.
But
Yeah, dude, we were having some crazy weather, cold. Oh, and the shit that's fucked me up the most,
mhm.
the time change.
Yo,
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
hmm that was Sunday, huh?
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I woke up Sunday morning and I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" I woke up an hour earlier than I usually do and all this shit. All hyped. I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then I go into the kitchen. I look at the time. What the hell? I
Mm.
like, why? Hey, why is it the wrong time right there? And then I connected the dots. I'm like, "Oh shit, we're in November. Damn." And now this week we've been kind of coming. Well, I've been coming home like at around 5 because I've been going to the office this week. And bro, I'm in the office the whole day or the whole time. It's like there's daylight, bro.
That's
It's like
fucked up. Huh? I'm the same.
yeah, you.
Yeah, I get here when the fucking sun's coming up, and fucking
Mm-hmm.
leave when the sun's going down.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But
Yeah.
hey, what it is.
Yeah, it's kind of cool how it slowly like not translates,
Transitions.
transitions. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to like being more and more daylight in the evenings. But yeah, it kind of sucks because this whole week I kind of thought like after work I'm like, all right, I'm kind of done with my big projects. Like I'm gonna be able to work on the house stuff. I got those blocks I was telling you to lay out and
Yes,
stuff.
sir.
But I'm like, fuck, I get off at 5. That's just dark outside. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Hello, hello, pa.
Low headlamp and a fucking heater
Nah, yeah, I was about to say
because
it's too cold,
it's
bro.
cold as hell now
It's
too.
too
As soon as
cold,
that
bro.
sun's down, I think today was the coldest, but it's
Yeah.
supposed to be coming back up again. Um,
Oh yeah, for real? The weather
yeah,
temperature?
next Tuesday it's supposed to be at 68 again. A high.
Nah, for
Today
real.
the high was 43. Some shit. Don't quote me on that, but
Yeah,
yeah, somewhere around there. So it's supposed to go up 20 degrees again. Kind of crazy, huh? And then it fluctuates back down to like uh, rain, snow next Friday. So
yeah, all that. Damn. Okay, bro. Well, I guess beside that, it's been a pretty good week. Yeah, just that whole time change just mess everyone up. I feel like this one's pretty easy though, getting used to. You have an extra hour of sleep or whatever.
hmm
But then when is it? I think March or something rolls by. I think it's 4 months, so it'd be December. Yeah, like March.
goes back to the.
Yeah, and that I feel like that one's a little harder to get used to. In terms of like the routine,
Mm.
like it's hard to get used to this one because it gets hella dark and you're just feeling like damn. Like even I think on the way over here,
hmm
I was like, shit, bro. I feel like it's like 9 o'clock. What the hell? Like ain't
Yeah,
shit to do.
that
But
is crazy. No, it is like that though.
um,
Yeah, but I mean it's winter. There's not like we could do much anyways in the evenings now.
uh,
But it just does suck. Makes sure the days go by way quicker. It seems like.
yeah,
But yeah, it's been like you said, it's been a good start to the week.
yeah, 100%.
Pulled a crazy kind of
Oh my god,
a
bro,
week
put
and
them on. Like I feel like I don't know how to even explain this. Like when you told me this shit, I'm like, God dang, bro. You have to break it down, bro. Because I feel like
it was already planned for though too.
it was planned, and you were on the dot, like you said, you were on track the whole time, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Like what the hell? So essentially, this is kind of what I remember. To kind of give some backstory, my boy Edgar came through on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? From a busy day. I think he worked like all day Friday, Saturday type shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, bro, pull up. Have some fun. I don't know, just chill. And then yeah, he pulled up. We decided to go to Nacho Daddy in Salt Lake, another place for people that want to try
It was
some
actually
good
really good
nachos.
for
Yeah,
people who are
for
looking for
real?
some. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's cool.
Awesome. Okay,
And the
okay.
margaritas.
Oh
Mm,
yeah, we got the margaritas too, huh? Yeah, I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie, that was pretty bomb.
Yeah, I didn't
So,
know until you pointed out like literally award-winning margaritas.
mm,
She was good though, spicy,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
it was different. Honestly, I've never had like a drink. Well, I might have one in the past. It was more
Mhm.
like a slushy type shit that was like spicy, but it's weird being that was like kind of a smoothie slushy thing. But this shit was like
Bro, they
it was
have peppers and jalapenos and
straight up
shit in
fucking
there.
jalapenos in there.
Imagine just swallowing a little seed on accident.
Oh, I think I did the first one, first sip, bro. That shit was stuck in the back of my throat for a minute. It's trying to burn, but
Yeah,
no,
it was dope,
no.
bro.
But yeah, carrying back to your story, yeah, we went to a Nacho Daddy. She was good. Had some nachos.
Yeah, bomb. We literally just went to Salt Lake to go to Nacho Daddy, which was the crazy part. So shout out to Edgar taking us.
So
He came right back, chilled. No, but before he was gonna leave, bro, when we were talking, he essentially was like, "Yeah, bro, you know, basically got to go to work tomorrow.
I'm not trying to do nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy, exactly. Obviously can't drink and shit. Well, you can, but It's
Uh-huh.
not gonna be worth it. You're gonna hate your life even more. No, but you were telling me that you just had a shit ton of things to wrap, and you were like breaking everything down, and I was just like, damn, like my boy listed out a bunch of shit. Like it was a lot.
It was a shit
What
ton,
was
man.
it? What was it? You tell me
Yeah, bro.
exactly.
So it was like 2 doors. Um,
Okay.
this is the whole out of the whole. It's a Porsche Panamera. 2 doors, rear bumper, the hatch, all 4 door handles, mirrors, and then reassembly of the whole car,
My goodness.
ceramic coating, and then yeah,
Like think about that. My man said he's gonna do that one like his it was Saturday. He said he was gonna work Sunday. Monday morning that shit had to be done. And
by
I was
night.
like, bro, you listed out a whole basically the whole car almost shit.
Yeah,
But it sounded like my boy got it done, right?
yes, sir. You already know.
By the like the T, like you said.
Literally,
How do you
yeah.
do that?
I kind of have an idea in a way. Like I kind of overshoot my shit. Like let's say like doors. I'm like, all right, it's gonna at least take me. I'm gonna say an hour a door. So I put 2 hours doors. Rear bumper, 4 hours. I put 5 hours. I think 5 hours in the
For a
rear.
rear bumper, it takes like 4 hours?
Bro,
They're
they be
bitches?
taking a minute. Yeah.
Oh
I
wow.
mean, when it comes down to doing them, the right way, like taking everything apart. By the time you clean it really good, take it apart, you wrap it. You do the majority wrap it on the car. You take it off the car, and then you do all the edges. You wrap the sensors. You install everything back carefully. Heat your edges really good. It's about 4 hours. Yeah. So,
Damn.
but like I said, I would overshoot it with everything. I was kind of giving me an hour buffer in between in case something took me a little bit longer. If I took a little break, grab something to
Got you.
eat. So, but yeah, we got everything done. Well, I got everything done.
Yeah, because what time did you actually get to the shop on Sunday after you were done hanging out with us? Like you're like, okay, it's Sunday. I'm gonna start
Shit.
working with y'all.
Saturday, I was there till 2, huh?
Yeah, you were there pretty. I ain't gonna lie to
Like,
you.
yes.
Yeah.
I remember looking at the time. I was like, oh shit.
My
We were
bad.
playing the VR. Well,
Oh my god, I forgot about
I was
that.
watching you guys play. I can't play that shit. After the first time, well,
You
being that I know how to go to work the next day, and
oh, got you.
I didn't want to fuck with my.
You don't wanna
Because last time, I'm not gonna lie, I felt freaking sick. Like my stomach was sick. Like that whole night into the morning, it kind of felt like shit from playing that freaking canoeing shit. But
yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to fuck with that. But no, you guys were playing that VR shit. That shit looked crazy.
Yeah, I
The
haven't played that since, bro. I got a little scared after. I was like, nah, I'm gonna
that
get
shit's that
traumatized.
is scary playing by yourself.
Yeah, nah. Nah, I'm good. But
Yeah, but no, it was around like I think 11. It might have been. I woke up around like 9ish,
okay, so you got here at 11 a.m. Okay.
11, 12, yeah, and then just worked all day, evening, night, morning. But yeah, I kind of had a break broken down. So I literally predicted I'd be done by 6 with the wrapping part of the car, and then I had an hour from 6 to 7 to do the ceramic coating, prep it, ceramic coat it, and then I had an hour to go home, change, shower, eat something, come back, and deliver the car. And yeah, literally to the dime, like 6. It was like 6:03, and I was done with the car.
That's
Started
insane.
coating it.
From 11 a.m. to 6 a.m. the next day.
Hmm.
That's how long you kind of like working on that?
Yeah, I would say probably
Holy
till
shit.
9 exactly, because I came back. Well, not 9. I left for a bit, but
Yeah.
after I came back, I still had to do like the windows really quick, tire shine,
Yeah. Finishing
overlook
touches.
everything. Yep. But yeah, it's got it done. Customer came in around like 9, almost a little closer to 10. Super happy with the car. Actually texted me. We took some pictures of it. Texted me like the next day of asking if I had the pictures ready for him. Send the pictures. He said he was super happy with it. Got a ton of compliments. Super excited with it and happy with it. So
No, it's
that's
amazing.
what pays off, man.
Seen
It's
that.
that, yeah. Having the customers be happy and just at the end of the day, it's like my business card out there.
That's
Like
actually a good ass point. Yeah. It's like, hey,
yeah,
who wrapped your car?
yeah, and it's just a matter
And
of time before somebody that he comes across is gonna come my way, and then keep keep the ball rolling. So that's how business works for me. It's just the
yeah.
word of mouth, doing a good job. People ask who did stuff, send it my way, and but yeah, it's cool. That's what makes it worth it after those late nights. And I don't know, I kind of like it. I mean, I think that's my toxic trait. I think I've told you this in the past, like being late at night or always having something shit to do. Like I don't know, I always feel like that's like when I feel more rewarded. Like knowing I bust my ass off and like people are happy. You know,
You got shit done.
yeah. So
Nah, bro. Yeah, I commend you for that. Shout out. Like that's insane. So it's kind of cool to see how much focus, dedication, and work you put into like your craft. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of inspiring too. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, holy shit, like this man really found something he likes.
Yeah.
You know, he'll be worth it. You know, and not only just financially, but you know, like you said, more of kind of the self esteem, like you said, that's like your work out there, like
Yeah.
a billboard, a little business card, like you said. So hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, I enjoy it, man. That's what's made this business, I guess, really enjoying for myself, or like, for me to enjoy it a lot. Because people always like, if you come here, when I'm here, I'm blasting music. I always have snacks and stuff here. Like, it's a place people
Yeah,
come here and they're like, I can see why he likes being here. Like,
yeah,
it's not like people may think like I'm just in a fucking closed off room, just fucking depressed working. Like,
yeah.
no, like I enjoy everything I do, and I do it like, for enjoyment too. I'm not just doing it. That's what makes everything so much better and easier, life wise. It is
Hmm.
stressful at times, but it all
It
pays
comes with it.
off. Yeah,
It comes with it.
exactly. So, but yeah, just ready for the next one, I guess.
Hell yeah, bro. You gonna do the same shit this weekend or what?
Nah, hell no, man. I got this whole weekend off, so
That's good, bro.
yeah, gonna
You
spend some
need that
time with the
shit.
girl and
Awesome.
get some stuff done around the house before the cold weather comes. Once that snow's down, it's game over. So,
Mm,
but yeah, we're getting
yeah.
pretty close with the yard stuff. So
Yeah, you know, you told me earlier that it sounded like you got the concrete, little fence put up, got a little sneak peek of
yeah,
a concrete. Not the fence yet, but you know, just check it out. But didn't you say you were? Oh yeah, you said you were gonna do the cinder blocks, and is that kind of it after
cinder blocks, and then I gotta wait for it to kind of
spring?
dry out to kind of grade out the dirt, make the dirt a little even, and then they're gonna come do the curbing.
Oh shit, yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, they basically.
And sprinklers this week, or I mean, not this week, but this year, or no?
Yep. Yeah. So
Oh
sprinklers
damn.
and grass still. So yeah, the
Oh
next step
shit.
is the curbing, which is scheduled for Monday. So I got like the rest of this week for the
Oh,
dirt
it's
to
coming
dry
up.
up, and then I can, because right now it's fucking straight mud. I think I told you my foot sunk in like 6 inches. First step I took into the dirt today to go walk around and kind of show my girl. But yeah, anyways, curbing, and then the sprinkler guy comes, puts the sprinklers in where he needs, and then he installs the grass, and then I think we're good, man. I think after that we still got one last step, which is the gravel.
Hmm.
We got to put gravel and all like inside the curbing area, um, just decorative rock pretty much, and then all along the side of the house where it's just gonna be like for parking, like trailer parking, whatever we do in the future there. So
Beautiful.
hell yeah.
There you go. Everything's coming together
Finally, last
like a
minute, man.
puzzle.
Just like everything else, it's always a rush. So that's just my life, I guess.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Sounds like you kind of thrive in that environment anyway, though. So, like you said, so
Must be meant
yeah,
for
if it
me.
works for you, then yeah, fuck it, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Awesome. Well, I had something come up recently, and I was like, you know what? I was just thinking about it now. I'll even just ask you. So, I was talking to one of the younger cousins. You know, he went to Chicago with us,
Okay.
in UVL, and he was essentially saying something like I was basically reemphasizing the take it day by day and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he basically sent something within the lines like, "Oh, I don't like taking it day by day. I just want to like get shit done," or something within those lines.
Mm.
But then I basically broke it down. I was like, bro, you have it like wrong. Like, we're not telling you to like not essentially, do what you have to do or not go hard. I feel like maybe he was interpreting the way, taking it day by day, like the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to just ask you, what's like your definition or what meaning do you get from that saying? Like, oh, take it day by day.
Take it day by day.
Yeah.
Um, like not overthink. I guess that'd be like the big thing. But like, let's say
Hmm.
like, I know next year is gonna be like a really rough year for me or something.
Okay.
Like I'm not here stressing about it right now. I'm taking it day by day. Like I'm living in the moment,
Okay.
and I'm going through just the daily.
The ebbs and flows, like we
Yeah,
learned from the description. Remember?
yeah, literally, yeah. That's kind of my definition. I mean,
Yeah, no,
what
I
about
like
you?
that. Yeah, I'd say the same thing. If I had to add anything to it, yeah, just take it day by day, live in the moment,
Yeah.
and then do as much as you can in the moment. Like do as much as you can, so you're not like overwhelmed by like you said, the big goal or the thing that's coming up. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just maybe just kind of just clarify that point. It's like by taking it day by day doesn't mean like doesn't you could relax, I guess, in a
Yeah.
sense, but like make sure your shit is done. Like basically what it is break. It's kind like I said, put it in easy words. It's like you have a big goal, don't get overwhelmed by it.
Hmm.
Do as much as you can today, each day. Tomorrow's a new day. What can you work on that day?
Yeah.
Oh, the next day, oh, well, here, the yesterday passed and tomorrow's not here. So what are we gonna do today? So yeah,
Yeah, just be like you said, be present.
exactly.
I always tell my worker, and something I always say a lot is, "We'll cross that bridge when we get to it." It's just
Mm,
like when there's a problem. It's like let's not fucking break our heads on this little puzzle piece that we need. Like let's just keep working. Like keep jump on
yeah,
to the next thing.
yeah.
Like we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Once we need that part that we're missing, we'll fucking figure out how
Got
to.
you. Kind of an example is, well, I guess this would be an example. I think you were wrapping, I think you were doing like two or three things, but essentially you would get material and it was like messed up, right?
Yeah.
At that point, I'm sure you just didn't stop working completely. You said, oh, let's
No.
just go home. Like you
No.
probably pivoted and maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Sure.
you could probably
We're
let me
here
know.
every day still. Yeah. So it's not like we just exactly you said something's wrong and you go home. Like just you got to keep it going. Find something
Yeah.
else to fill in the void. But yeah, it's good we brought it up because honestly, yeah, a lot of times people don't really, and I'm bad at that. Sometimes people will say something, and I'm like, I
Hmm.
almost want to say like, wait, what do you mean by that? But
But no one has, like, does it.
nobody ever, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
hey,
true.
well, shout out for even like
Yeah,
think about that because yeah, because people you need to ask more questions. I guess like we've always said, like it's good to be quiet and listen, but at the same time, ask like,
100%. I 100% agree with that because I was always the quiet, shy person, even like in school.
mm-hmm,
But even when I would have questions in school, I would be like, nah, someone will ask it. If not, I won't say shit.
mm-hmm.
And I would never get the
Yeah,
answers to
I
my
should ask
questions.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. So I feel like that's something, I guess, growing up, I do maybe regret in high school, literally growing up.
mm-hmm.
So that could be something. Just always ask questions, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
Like,
and I've been, man, I feel like I'm a person too that just like is a problem solver in a way. Not
mm,
problem solver, but I kind of use common sense to a certain extent. Which I
yeah.
see that a lot of people struggle with that sometimes. With like they like, hey, I just did this, but should I do this next? And I've been having this problem with
Mm.
like my helper.
Well,
It's not even a
I
problem,
get you.
but
It's
I'm like, just
the
take your best
occurrence.
judgment. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
just do what makes sense to you, because like just that way we're both doing something.
got
I
it.
can't fix you and hold your hand with everything in
Yeah,
a way.
yeah, yeah. That you actually bring up a really good point because that's like a self starter almost.
Hmm.
So someone that's like self motivated to do stuff. And a lot of jobs nowadays, like even obviously if you have a business, is amazing. If you're not a self starter, what you can just be like, oh, I don't feel like working today. Like what the hell? Like you're not gonna have a business.
Yeah,
But even in terms of like employment, employees, you like I feel like employers look for that, like self starters. You're an employer, you're looking for that obviously as well.
yeah.
And I do remember like I think it was a situation I heard about, but essentially, yeah, this person got a job, and I don't know. They basically were just kind of I don't know. I guess the guidance wasn't too like straightforward
Hmm.
for like the job, and they kind of just did bare minimum essentially. They just did whatever they did. Maybe the other person was busy, the manager or something,
Hmm.
but they kind of didn't see like the self start in them, if that makes sense. Like they didn't
Yeah,
see the
I know exactly what you
motivation.
mean. Yeah.
So they ended up was they were like, well, fuck, like we can't really teach you. Maybe they were too busy, so they kind of pulled back and they're like, you know what, this ain't gonna work,
Mm.
if that makes sense. So that kind of was always like a not even just a wake up call because like been known, but like a reminder that's like, yo, if you kind of want something or you want to provide value or trying to move up either like the ladder or whatever the hell you're trying to do, like being a self starter is like a good trait, wouldn't you say?
100%.
No.
Yeah. I mean, and the less you come and ask me things, and I can see that you can figure problem solve your shit your own way, like
Hmm.
that just means a lot more. Obviously, it gets to a certain extent too, where
Yeah.
let's say me as a business owner, and I'm like, this guy gets to the point where I have a helper, let's say, and he's over here dealing with customers on his own now, and making appointments on his own. Like, okay, that's a little maybe out of hand, like
Okay.
because now
Yeah, that was that's
you're
true.
not verifying with me before you make appointments, and you're just telling customers pricing and stuff. Like, there's a
Mm,
certain extent, but as far as like keeping yourself busy, like in a workplace, that's just
I like that. So you basically just nailed this. So you said know your role,
yeah,
but also be a self starter in that role. Like don't be doing other shit that you're not supposed to do. You work in sales, why you over here trying to like do marketing stuff? Like
yeah.
assuming you're at a corporate job.
You're in sales, like, hey, do you need a lawn mowed? I have a lawn mowing business on the side.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, it's like
you're punching, you're putting you're butting in, with something
yeah,
that you shouldn't be.
yeah.
So
So I know a lot of businesses that's done that shit. I remember
yeah,
my dad, bro. Shit, this was a minute ago. I don't even know. It was like a heating and cooling place. I don't even know what the hell they call them. It's like central units. What do they call them? Furnaces, central airs,
HVAC or
HVAC. There we go.
yes,
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. I suck at shit like that.
yeah, you're good, apa.
But yeah, he went to go get some HVAC. Went to go get a quote. I'm not sure how this happened, but someone else, one of the workers, ended up quoting him somehow,
Mm,
and under like the company, like trying to slide the company. And yeah, I guess my dad would agreed, or I don't know how it worked because he was actually going to the location, so I'm not sure how the whole middle thing happened. Yeah, ended up going over, and they ended up changing it out and all that. And I don't know what was going on. There was either some type of miscommunication, work wasn't getting done on time, but what was promised wasn't getting delivered is the point.
mm.
So my dad was like, "What the fuck's going on?" He hits up the actual
Company.
business,
Oh shit.
and yeah, bro, I guess they found out, and they ended up, I think it was suspending the person
Oh
that like did
shit.
all that shit.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't bad enough to get fired. Maybe they have personal relationships or something,
Hmm.
because that's maybe something. Maybe it was like, oh, your brother-in-law did this shit. Oh shit, like suspend them. But I don't know. I don't know the scenario. But
Yeah.
essentially, he got suspended. But that was one of the things I do remember when I was young,
Mm.
like really young. I'm like, damn, like this man just really tried to undercut the
The
business
company.
for
Yeah.
you work who you work for too. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like not really genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
What do they say? Like, don't why I say this
listen,
in a dog term, but don't bite the hand that feeds you.
yeah, facts.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
if that's
that's exactly that shit. That's the for the quote you're talking about. Like for the scenario, yeah,
yeah.
it's like
But
fact.
that's kind of like we were saying. Just know your role. Don't, to a certain extent, don't find your own ways of doing shit.
Yeah, and then sometimes you could be wanting to like do better, and you think you're actually like I don't know providing value, but some of the times you're going to be stepping on like the you could say the boss, the master, whoever's above you's toes. So
Mm.
for example, I think you brought up a good point. You said, "Oh, what if my your worker starts taking like appointments and starts talking to clients, quoting them and all that?"
Hmm.
Like you probably obviously would be like, "What the fuck?" But you maybe would take that personal because like, "Yo, like."
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind
Yeah.
of like another thing where a lot of people do that, not knowing, that it's like, yo, what like you're kind of
Yeah.
stepping on my toes over here, bro. But I think that's actually chapter one of like the 48 laws of power. Because I guess the author did that shit all the time. And he's like, oh shit. So it's like something that maybe is so it's not obvious.
Yeah.
It's not obvious, but some people don't really get it. So that's another thing you gotta be careful for. Like whoever is kind of, I don't know, mentoring
Yeah.
you.
There's a time and place for everything, but
Yeah,
just know your role. But also
exactly.
be always
Th-
open to
Thread
doing more.
Yeah,
And
thread carefully. Yeah, kind of know the situation before you maybe do too much too.
hmm.
Yeah, just kind of know the landscape. It's kind of like the thing. But okay, awesome.
Yeah, you
Just
live and you learn, though. I mean, that's
yeah, exactly,
something you're
bro.
not going to go into a job knowing all. You just,
Oh no, no,
it's
no.
just time, practice, experiences that get you there.
Exactly, you nailed
I
it.
mean, that's how we've learned it.
Yeah, little by
So,
little. So, but yeah, beautiful, brother.
but yeah, I definitely learned a lot from my first employee to my current one. So it's been a,
This is beautiful, actually. You brought up a good. So you've had, I believe, three.
mhm.
What did you learn from the very first one? Like, what are some things that you maybe start like looked for, things you didn't look for?
Should have four.
Four? Okay,
Should
let's
have
start for
four.
the very
I was
first one.
just,
We'll go down the line, bro.
yeah,
Number
first
one,
one. I would say I went into it way too like friendly wise.
like a coworker type of relationship,
Yeah,
or right? Okay,
yeah. And then there was never really that boss.
the authority.
Yeah, and then when it came to time that you tell them, they don't take it serious because you're the homie. Like you kick it with each other and talk
Shit.
bullshit all day. So I was like, all right, well, there's a fine line there. So yeah, so that was one of the big things. Training wise, I learned a lot with my first guy. Is that
How long did you have the first dude for?
he was about here for like, mm, I think about a year. Might have been, yeah, a little bit under a year. I think he
Oh,
was
okay.
almost at a year mark. But yeah, the second guy, he was just a character on his own. Like that was just him, the way he was. So, but we suited him. We found his basically what he was good at, and just
Mm,
kept him there.
it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. But with time, he ended up actually finding another job somewhere else that was fitting more his needs at the moment for
Yeah.
his hobby and stuff like that he liked. So it was all good, but I learned a lot with that as far as I guess it was just people, just like dealing with people because he was more closer to my age.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something else that I've always kind of had that feeling because I've always been like, I've always looked like a kid, I guess I would say. So taking like talking to people that are a lot older than me it's always kind of hard to have them take me serious.
Oh wow. Okay.
Um, and I was always curious. I'm like, what would it be like to actually like not boss around, but like give orders to someone like my age? Like I tell you, like, hey, bro, clean up before you leave. Like it just doesn't. It's almost weird, you know, in a
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
So I realized with that, I was just like a lot of like ways of like talking to people and like to make things like more transparent. And then the third guy, his was kind of more of the I figured out like there's a time to like when to learn things. Like after this point, if you haven't caught on to it, like there's a time to cut it off. Because in the past, I didn't know like how long to go with training and all this stuff before. I
Mm-hmm.
thought people would just take forever to learn, and but I realized like there's got to be like set points. Like in 2 weeks you need to do this.
Oh, okay.
If by 2 weeks you haven't caught this, all right, let's jump on to the next thing. If you can't catch that, on to the next thing. If you can't catch that, then that's all right. It's not gonna work out, man.
Damn. Okay. You give people chances at least.
So,
Shit.
but yeah, and then with this one, I think I had all this knowledge from all these employees, so now it's kind of gone a lot smoother.
Molded altogether.
Like you still have the basically, I've just taken a little bit of everything, and kind of made this one thing now.
Got you.
So
Because you are technically developing another skill, and that's management, managing.
it's hard as hell, man. People don't realize that. On top
Yeah, I
of
bet.
everything else you already do as a business,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's
That shit's crazy,
that's the
bro.
biggest thing I
Did,
think I've struggled with.
well, did you just jump into like the whole managing thing, like not like ask like not knowing anything? Did you have maybe some experience like seeing your dad maybe like managing people like because I know he had a business or
Not at all, man. That's
no?
why. That's why I started making my employees my friends right away.
Yeah.
But I learned that from the first one, right? And I was just like, shit,
Yeah.
you can't make them all your friends. I mean,
Nah, they
it's
got to be
cool.
aligned.
Obviously, you got to be tight.
They got to be aligned, bro. I agree with
But at the
that.
same time, there's that fine line, and I should have learned that from right off the bat because I had a scenario from when I had a day job at the factory
Yeah.
where I kind of stepped on the boss's toes in a way because we
Tell
were
a story. What the
I think
hell?
I might have said, I think I might have talked about it a little bit. The guy that told me that always someone's always watching.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I basically told him, he's like, all right, guys, everybody go sleep. And I basically told him, like, hey, you too, man, let's go. And that's the boss. And he's like, there, he pulled me into the office and he was like, hey, man, like, you can't be telling me stuff like that in front of everyone. Like, it's, I'm telling you an order, you need to do it type shit.
Holy
Like
shit.
I'm the boss, you're a worker type shit. And I was
Yeah.
like, ah, shit.
That's
Like,
that's the chapter one, bro.
yeah.
Like the boss is it's kind of crazy.
But it's because we always took it as like buddies. We're always like talking shit and like,
Oh, that relation. Yeah, bro. That's it's a
it's a
crazy
fine
it's
line.
a crazy line. It's fucked up, honestly. Because
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I understand it now, but I do have I guess you could say supervisor. Like we're pretty cool. Like we've known each other for 6 years. Awesome. Every time like we see each other in person, all that's good vibes. Always love. But like again, like he's
Yeah.
a supervisor. I don't never want to step on anyone's toes. I know there's obviously like lines and things like that. At the end of the day, it is a job. Like what I'm
Hmm.
saying, we're there for, for obviously personal gain. Like if not, why the hell would we have a job?
Exactly.
So yeah, we just kind of get there to get the job, but yeah, it's kind of hard honestly because sometimes I do wish it's like but it's just how things are. It's
Hmm.
kind of crazy. So I'm glad you actually brought that up because yeah, it's a common thing. And again, like you said, you might if you get too close. Usually, it's not really a good idea if you're the person under
Hmm.
because then that person, the boss, doesn't realize the mistake they made because obviously they had a part into it, and now you're stepping on their toes, and now
Hmm.
they're taking shit like the wrong way, and maybe like, damn, this guy don't listen to me because they obviously made the relationship like that. So at the end of the day, they ended up either firing you, you leave or something. And at the end of the day, it took like two people to obviously create that situation to an extent. But it's one of those things that's like you just got to be careful, like
It's hard, man. Yeah.
never outshine the master,
Yeah.
essentially, especially in front of people like you said.
Yeah.
It's good that you kind of, you were
Yeah.
like, you,
Well, it was we were saying, this is all learning lessons that
yeah.
we've gone through and learned. I mean,
But in your scenario, you learn, but at the same time, the dynamic was fucked from the get go. If that dude was actually like really authoritative, wouldn't really joke with you, as
hmm,
much or like as a homie, then obviously you wouldn't probably say shit like that. So it's
of course
not,
not. Yeah.
I wouldn't take it completely the wrong way, but it's
It's definitely
also
it's a two-way street for sure.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, 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 yeah. But sometimes if you're in that situation and the dude's being too friendly, just kind of back away a little bit.
hmm,
Not because you're trying to be an asshole, but like you have a job, and if you like the job, don't fuck it up, you know?
Yeah. But shit, yeah, that was my first job, man. So I didn't even know shit. I mean, other than that, I worked with my dad, and he's my dad. You know, I always obviously that to respect and take orders from them.
Yeah, that's your parent.
But when you're working, you're like, oh shit, like this dude's cool. Like we talk bullshit around about cars and shit, and it's like shit, there's a fine line here.
Yeah.
I can't be telling the fucking boss to go sweep.
Yo,
Like, come
if you
on,
put it like
grab
that,
a broom
dude.
too, fool. Like, let's go. How the
Yeah.
fuck are we gonna go sweep this whole fucking warehouse by ourselves?
Damn.
But no, it was good. Like I said, everything happens to you for a reason. So fuck. It's
No, bro.
I mean,
I'm glad you brought that up, and then you brought up actually a second thing
hmm,
that actually I could really resonate with. You said, well, number one, you said that you feel like you look smaller and younger or whatever, so people wouldn't take you serious. I feel like when I was younger and maybe was starting real estate,
hmm,
same boat, bro. Like like you got to think about it. Why would someone choose me to go buy or
who's
sell their
who's
house
younger? Yeah,
that I just fucking started versus someone that's been doing it 20, 30 years, has a track record, could probably list your house for probably the same, but maybe have like different tactics to get you more offers or better presentation or maybe more connections. I don't know. Like that shit's like a hard kind of
that's tough.
sell. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
tough. Yeah.
Well, I guess considering that you maybe want to present yourself to someone that you've never met before. Obviously, if it's a family friend, something like that,
Hmm.
they'd be like, "Oh, we know this person. Like, gonna give them a shot or the benefit of the doubt. I don't know, something like that." So I always do kind of remember like the people that even when I barely started, like did give me the opportunity to do that. And
Shout out to them, man.
yeah, hundred
Same
percent.
for me, man. Honestly,
It's
because
like,
it's
yo,
having this young kid just work on their shit, and yeah,
mhm.
that's shout out to these people
Yeah.
that
I don't
give.
know if you brought it up on the pod or not, but you when you said that, you made me think of the story you said that you were, I think you're doing window tint
In my
in
garage.
your garage, and it
Yep.
was like a whole shit show, and the dude was just kind of like there, just watching you. So,
That was like the biggest, like, I felt like embarrassed, just like Jesus. But hey, they gave me the chance, and I always tell people all the time, like, thank you for trusting me with your car, because I mean, I still have. I mean, I feel really confident now and
mhm.
have a pretty big name for myself too. But I mean, I'd still take it like if it was my first
Yeah,
time.
you're
Like
still
I
like
just,
down to earth with it.
yeah,
Like you didn't let the ego get you here. Like, damn,
yeah,
I'm
like
rapping McLarens now. I'm not gonna fucking rap this Honda as good.
for sure,
Like
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's a good.
It still take trust. I mean, they still are leaving their prized possession with you.
Yeah,
Some people work their asses off to purchase a car that may be $5,000, $10,000 more, a car that's fucking 250, or whatever the price is. Like everybody works hard for their shit, so
yeah.
it means a lot when they leave it in your hands and trust you with it.
Yeah, bro. And what I've noticed is a lot of people in the car community like I don't want to say they have like their self-esteem in the car, but like cars mean like a lot to them sometimes.
Hmm.
And even sometimes like that car is an extension of themselves or their personality. So they come obviously to you to get that customized or wrap,
Yeah,
tinted, what you do a bunch of shit honestly.
yeah,
And then you kind of fulfill that kind of, I don't know, kind of
yeah,
self. Because even when you told me, you said you wrapped the dude's Porsche. The whole time you were talking all that, he seemed more serious. He was more kind of, you know,
yeah.
chilling. He came in, and what you say happened, bro?
Oh, dude, he's happy. They're grinning from ear to ear,
Like
just
that's
looking around everything, opening every single door, closing. Like, holy shit! Like, and that's the shit that pays off. That just
there
makes
you
you
go.
feel good, and it's like, holy shit! I made this dude smile.
Yeah, bro.
Made this guy's day.
No,
So
it's good. It paid off too. And then, like you said, the older we do get, I'm not sure if it's either through age
hmm,
or through us maybe just building confidence, or maybe just by social proof that other people know your shit.
yeah,
But as you get older, like you said, people do take you more serious, and I feel like people didn't really take me too serious until like a year or two ago.
mm.
I don't know what it was. I feel like maybe the 25-year mark.
Got jacked, bro.
Fool.
Intimidating, bro. Like, yes, sir.
But I don't know,
uh,
bro. Even like younger, like you just see
yeah.
like a kid or some
No,
shit.
for sure. I feel you. Yeah.
It's
No,
probably it's probably the beard, pal.
that too.
Yeah,
Honestly, within the last 2 years, now you kind of let that grow out.
yeah. My girl made
Yeah.
me though.
My girl made me
She was like, "Hey, you probably look good better with the beard." You know what I'm
just try
saying?
it out.
I said, "Fuck it." I probably requested some shit too. I don't know. I don't remember. You know what I'm saying?
I
Hey, I just play, but yeah, But yeah, it's. I ain't gonna lie. I do sympathize with younger people that especially do want to have like little businesses and shit like that. Even like real estate agents, because I do have one of the younger homies. He can actually just hit me up randomly and he goes, "Yo, they've been wanting to do real estate. Like, can we talk?"
hmm.
The homie Gabi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, hey, for sure, bro, pull up. Like this one day, he pulled up, and I just broke kind of, the whole real estate thing. I was like, so yeah, if you want to be an agent, this is kind of how, this is probably what you think it is, and this is what it actually is. And then I broke down every single one of my deals. Because when I started, I was all about, oh, I'm going to run fucking Facebook ads. I'm going to do this. I'm going to like do all this marketing. It's like, well, number one, I don't know how to do marketing where shit. It usually takes time to learn. Two, you probably need sales skills, which I guess at the point I already did have. It's
Yes,
like
fact.
you have to be able to communicate. You have to also know your shit. Someone asks you a question and you're like, they're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck?
You gotta be
And
confident.
exactly. And on top of that, you look like a little kid.
Uh,
That's gonna be fucked up. It's
yeah.
hard. It's way harder for younger people to kind of like bust out, get the approval of older people. Usually, you do get the approval of people your own age. But if
Mhm.
you do become an agent, who the fuck is buying a house at 18?
Yeah, it's
So
not very
everyone,
likely.
yeah, no, everyone in your pool is literally like can't even get a house. Like maybe one or two, but they probably won't even hit you up because you're not even that close anyway. So
When you break it down like that, yeah, that's actually kind of fucked,
yeah, it's really
especially in
bad.
that industry.
Oh yeah, yeah. Real estate
Um,
is one of the most like, at least agent wise,
yeah,
turnover rates up the ass.
and I feel like with me, I was kind of at that too. I was like, fuck, I want to work on these like crazy nice cars and shit, but I'm like, who the fuck is gonna trust somebody that's like young looking kid that they probably think I'm like 18 with their expensive ass cars are worth as much as a house sometimes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it just comes with time, you know, obviously
Time.
experience too. And I feel like with you too, that's kind of works, right? It's like with time now, you got your name out there in a way. If you probably tried
Yeah.
real estate, it'd probably work out if you, did it full
Y-
time and
Oh
actually put it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
all.
If I commit to that shit and it was like what I wanted to do is I for sure do. I feel like I just went into the philosophy of like, yo, if you're gonna be doing something for the rest of your life, might as well find something like you like actually like doing.
100%, yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to just waste my time here, invest 3 4 years as soon as it's getting good.
Just to find out that it's not what you want. And
Exactly, because it could probably work 3 4 years from now, like as, all the seeds were planted. But let's say it's everything's going good, you're busy as shit, you're making money, but like you hate it,
you're not happy, yeah.
like fuck, dude,
That's important,
that's a
man.
nightmare, bro.
Yeah,
So
I realize a lot of people are not happy with what they do in their jobs, and
nah,
it's
95% of people aren't. I
yeah,
say,
and it's hard, man, because it's some people are just trapped. It's like they don't got another option, So because you kind of just got to live through it in a way, but at the same time, they put themselves there. It's everybody has an option to a certain point. I would say.
mm.
I mean,
No, you're right. Everyone does have a choice because you could technically quit your job. Obviously, that'd be a dumb idea. But another thing you could do is obviously look for another job, see if there's something out there, interview,
hmm
leave. Like you get, a lot of people are afraid of change. Like that's,
yeah,
I think that's actually like human nature wise, that's one of the fears of humans, like change. Like
that's
we
me.
like to be comfortable. And
Yeah,
me too, bro. Like for real.
I hate change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's necessary if you want to like grow though.
yeah, being uncomfortable and putting yourself in uncomfortable situations will definitely fucking make you succeed and put you ahead of different people for sure because everybody's in the same boat like you said.
Yeah.
And then if you're that 1 out of 10 that is willing to fucking take the chance of being uncomfortable and taking a risk, you're definitely going to find something that's for you
Yeah,
more
100%.
likely than them. So
100%. 100%. It's a
yeah.
mix between self-awareness, knowing yourself, doing all that. And then another one honestly that like I've really been trying to get a grasp of. I kind of knew about it but haven't been implementing it. Need to work on. And finally I'm like, holy shit, this is like the kind of the answer. Is literally your attitude, bro. Like that
Yes.
shit will literally you like two people could experience way different things by the same experience. It's kind of weird. So for example, I think I even broke one down ago, but let's think of something better. So let's say two people, they are in a certain place. Let's say they go to work to Florida or some shit. They're over there on vacation, or not vacation, for work, my bad.
hmm
They're going to head back, see their family, all that shit. On one hand, well, I guess let's keep further explaining the situation so that both the people go to work. Let's say a hurricane comes through while they're over there. Their flight gets delayed by, I don't know, a day or two or something like that. On one hand, one of these dudes is more on the optimistic side. It's like, oh, okay, cool, no worries. Obviously, this happened that day. He essentially goes out. He maybe is like, damn, I'm gonna go try this new food. Obviously there's a freaking hurricane coming through, but maybe there's a little restaurant or some shit close by. Man's puts maybe a little movie that he's been wanting to see for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
enjoys himself. Oh shit, he finds out there's a little spot at the hotel that he's at. Fuck, let me go at the spa, treat myself right. They'll have a little bar there, get a little drink, enjoy themselves. Boom, next day, oh, weather cleared up. Boom, they're back. Nothing. And on the other hand, this other type of person, pessimistic most likely, probably gonna get pissed the fuck off. Probably gonna transfer that energy to the people he's talking to. So maybe Lyft drivers, people, employees, basically having negative
Yeah.
experiences, just kind of dreading life. That's going to get more to his head. He's going to start overthinking. Maybe now that since you're in a bad attitude, now you're going to start talking to your loved ones a little differently. They're going to start treating you differently. So basically, what I'm kind of trying to explain with this whole story or scenario is that your attitude is kind of like the start of everything.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it had that much like impact. Is kind of my point,
Yeah.
that it could
And
literally change.
that's a perfect example of take it day by day. I mean, make the best out of every
Talk to
situation.
me.
No, just like you said, you broke it down perfectly. Like if you were in that situation, like shit, this guy made it the best he could. Like not fucking thinking ahead. Of like, oh fuck, like I'm here now. I'm getting, and I'm very guilty of that. I'm not gonna lie. Because
No.
sometimes I get so
Yep.
overwhelmed with shit, and I'm like, I'm not there with like my loved ones.
Mm.
I'm just like more just like thinking ahead. But it's a great wake up call because I mean you gotta literally put yourself in the moment. Like you can't do nothing about it, so fuck, make the best out of it of what
Yeah.
you got.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, the
yeah,
attitude is the main.
it's a crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably learned this from, growing up and seeing shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the things where I was like, damn, like if I want to be different, if I want to break the generational curses of past traumas that keep coming into like the
Mm-hmm.
cycles of our like past generations and shit. Like there gotta be one person that's like, fuck it, like we gotta just change this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like we live in a time where it's really accessible to have information and know kind of what's right versus wrong. Versus back in the day, you maybe were really centralized in a spot. Like obviously we're Hispanic, so Mexico, probably some farm ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like who the fuck is gonna like know the way or like
No.
information? Like that information wasn't accessible. Now it's kind of like more
Yeah, for sure.
globalized. So now we could basically, what I'm trying to say is know the difference between right and wrong more than our previous counterparts.
Yeah.
So
No, definitely. I mean, and back then, obviously, those people never, our parents or
mhm.
grandparents, they never fucking got that shit. So it's
Yeah,
kind of
bro,
slowly got brought into our families. And
exactly. Because I feel like my mom kind of broke it down for me. Because I'm over here like trying to do the whole self improvement shit, all that. And I'm like, I was always wondering for something. It's like, damn, like I wish my parents or something were like into this shit, all that. And then my mom literally, she's into this whole shit now.
mm-hmm.
And she was literally telling me like, yo, this is so awesome that I could do this, while I work hear a little podcast, a little video, all this. I was like, I wish I could have had this when I was younger. I would have been way like
Mm.
earlier, more progressed if this was available. And I was just like, well, there you go, bingo. We literally have the opportunity. And if me or you were probably born 50 years like younger,
Mm-hmm.
we probably, well, 100, I don't want to say probably, we would 100% be completely different people.
For sure. Yeah.
Just because, like, again, our surroundings make us. And if we were most likely in Mexico, then obviously there's a certain amount of certain jobs over there. Over here, it's obviously a little
And
more different.
knowledge that you're accessible to. So,
Yeah, or even bro, what are we doing right now? We're fucking recording a podcast, putting it on the internet. You
yeah.
couldn't do this shit like 25 years ago, probably even like less. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of like a whole mind thing where it's like, yo, we literally live in a time where, shit, bro,
Yeah. It is
it's
crazy when you break it
it's
down like that.
yeah, it's like, yo, this has never happened before. We're the first ones to kind of get to experience it, and yeah, we're still kind of doing it, but yeah, just to kind of summarize the whole thing, attitude goes a long way. I'm trying to get better at it. Sometimes, obviously I have bad days, I'll be honest. Who doesn't though?
Everybody does. Yeah.
Like, but you gotta have to push through.
And you got to be a person to understand when somebody else is going through that shit.
Yes, have the empathy for the other people because you don't know
Because
what they have going on in their
just like you have
lives.
bad days, they're fucking having bad days too, but doesn't mean you got to fucking completely bring them down.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
like you got to accept it. Like, I don't know, I'm pretty good at that. People always like be giving me attitude or shitty, and I'm just like, fuck, having a bad day, carry on my life. What the fuck you going? Why am I gonna like ask him like, hey, why the fuck, what's wrong? Or hey, why are you doing this? Like, Just let them keep going with their life. They're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna keep going with my life. Just mind your own business in a way and
Yeah,
understand people and
yeah, 100%. Like, don't take things personally too, because usually when people like say attacks or something, it's usually because they're either going through something or all that. Think about it this way: if
mm-hmm.
that person's life was amazing, they were happy as hell and all that, do you think they would say the things that they're saying to you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like they're not like they're gonna be a way better person. They're gonna be happy and shit. Like,
mm-hmm.
imagine like the happiest you've ever been in that situation. Are you gonna like yell at the I don't know the drive-through lady if she doesn't hear you correctly? Like, now you can be happy as hell. You can be like, yo,
Yeah,
what, like, so sometimes it's those same people that are like have bad attitudes. I don't know. They just kind of
yeah,
they like did it to themselves, but they're not aware of it, and I wasn't aware of it.
yeah.
So it's like a trap.
It is. It's like that customer I had. The you know
The one with the grasshopper or what?
no
Another one?
the car is it the Porsche. Like he came
Oh, okay,
in
got you.
kind of weird mood, but just because of that, I'm not gonna take him and match his mood. I'm
Yeah,
just like, hey, cool, man. Like, here you go. Have a great day. No, you almost get a feeling like you're pissing them off by like being so happy around them in a way.
yeah.
But it's like you can't.
That's
But
true.
but the grasshopper. What were we gonna say about that?
Oh
Oh
no, the
yeah,
grasshopper
the old
jumping into
man.
the whip. I was like, that fool, because that fool looked a little.
Fuck that guy. Man, he ruined my day. Yeah, I can't believe people be walking like into places like that.
Like they own that motherfucker.
Fuck, that's something else, man. I don't think no matter how old I get and grumpy I may get, I don't think I ever be like that.
Yeah, well, it's instant karma, bro. I know
But
you like.
that's something else. Like we talk about, like they grew up in different times, and maybe they had different fucking past, or we don't know their fucking lives.
Nah.
They could have gone through some shit that we would never probably ever be going through. But
Yeah, even like maybe the past or how they were raised. There's always a reason. It's kind of my point. So by you just knowing that, you could always just treat people differently.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's some shit argument. Like, this is the thing. Usually there's beef is not really beef unless they either like do something to you like physically or like to your family or embarrass you in front of people or some
hmm
shit like that. But if it's just some rude shit or them talking shit on someone like that you know or something like that, it's like you just kind of have to be like, well, number one is what they're saying. Is it like, is it true? First of all, most of the time it's gonna be no. You know. So at that point, it's like, yo, why am I gonna go ahead and necessarily do that? So yeah, it's just kind of like one of those things where it's just a trip, bro. It's just a trip where I'm just kind of still trying to like figure out this whole thing. But I don't know. We'll get it figured out little by little, I guess. You know?
yeah, it's just a matter of time, man. But it's just solving people in a way. It's how this kind of world is. You gotta
Yeah.
solve
You can't
their.
really solve people though. You just
Mm,
kind of have to focus on yourself, solve yourself, and then just be accepting, I guess. You know?
yeah, I mean, kind of. I guess going back. I mean, just take it day by day.
That's literally what it comes down to sometimes. I'd say that's the thing. Take it day by day. Try to get some awareness in you. Have some little discipline, you know. Have goals and shit. Be ambitious. And then have a great attitude. You have a mix of those traits, holy shit.
Yeah,
Like, you gonna be up
that's gonna get you far in life for sure.
for sure. Like, literally. Literally. Maybe a little optimism in there. Or a
Mm,
little realism too, though, because you also need to be put back to reality sometimes. Sometimes you might be like too optimistic where you think everything is gonna go the right way for you. And if it doesn't, then
then
you're
you,
gonna be crushed.
yeah, you're gonna have a bad uh way of like thinking of life after that.
Yeah,
And if you think
bro.
like that all the time, I mean, it's never gonna be perfect. That's for sure. So
Yeah. I was reading some shit that kind of fucked me up. It was like we humans just kind of were born here, all that, and we're obviously kind of putting labels and everything, words and all that. Like before humans, what was a word, you know, like
hmm
shit like that. But it was basically saying like we basically made the label like bad and good. At the end of the day, what necessarily is bad and good? Like that's just something we kind of like. For example, the Earth spinning around the sun or some shit is that bad or
yeah.
good?
Oh.
Well, for us, I guess it's good, or else we,
hmm
we won't have days and shit like that. But essentially, we kind of put those labels on those things. So basically, what the book was trying to say is like, yo, they just kind of are, if that makes sense. They just kind of exist, and we kind of sometimes have to just take them like that, and you just be more at peace with yourself too. Just kind of accepting that, you know, not everything's just gonna be bad or good, or something bad happens to me. Oh, this happened.
hmm
It's like, bro, it just happened. So, what? How are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do to kind of navigate through that, if that kind of makes sense. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're just trying to change the perspective up, the attitude up, and see things a little differently. So I feel like a lot of like small changes in routines and all that also goes a long way. It makes you just kind of aware, because it kind of you take a little step back, and you're like, holy shit. Has that ever, I guess, happened to you where you maybe take a day off, or I don't
Yeah.
know, something, and you
I feel
kind
like
of
today
like,
was a good example of that. I was
oh
telling
shit,
you.
okay, like what would you say is the lesson or the information you took from it?
No, it was in a way just like, I mean, it feels like you get in a point where you're just like so busy, busy, busy. You're just with your routine, coming in every day, staying late. And today was just kind of it was kind of a weird day. I was telling you, it was just, felt weird. Um, Not really having nothing to do in a way,
Hmm.
but not in a bad way. I just have stuff to do, but it wasn't just like, I was feeling my thumbs. I was literally like thinking back and like breaking stuff down. Like, all right, like this is what's going to go on for next week and my day. And then kind of reflect a little bit on what has
Mm,
happened.
got
Like
it.
literally I just went through like working 30 hours,
It's crazy, bro.
whatever it was,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then like, how can we make that not happen? And, you know, shit like,
Okay, no, that's a great example.
but yeah, just shit like
That's
that.
literally a great
It's,
example. That's amazing. Yeah, you literally took the step back and said, "Holy shit!" Like I just went through some crazy shit. Like, how do
yeah.
we prevent this from happening as often?
But
So,
bro, this should be happening. I've done this at least.
I mean, like a few fucking times.
Yeah, it's been at least solid 3 times, like right before like the customer needs his car. The thing is one thing that, like I said, it's just me, I guess, too, because I tell the customer like, your car will be done Monday at 9 o'clock,
Yeah,
and I stick to it. Like I could tell them like, hey man, sorry, it's not. And most shops will. Like I
yeah.
worked at a shop before. It was very, very, very like we say likely or like
Common, yeah.
common, yeah. Sorry, your car's not gonna be done for fucking like 3 weeks. It'd be like that.
Yo,
Hey, it's not gonna be
what?
tomorrow. We're still waiting on parts. Hey, it's not gonna be this. We're still waiting on this. Or hey, we couldn't get. There's always something. But I've always been the person that's like, if I tell you something, it's gonna be that. At least I'm gonna try my best to meet that. So, but yeah, that's just, I think that's one reason why I've always keep falling into this. But at the same time, if you do extend it, then you just keep overlapping more shit, and then you get behind on the next thing, and so. But
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, I'm just learning every time, with these 20, 30 hour experiences, that like what not to do the next time. But
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you don't just do it and you're like, fuck, like,
yeah,
you at least take something
yeah,
from it.
sit back and break it down at least and try to figure it out.
That's good, bro. Because I was realizing this, I think it was earlier today, or I don't
Mm,
know if it was yesterday. I was like, you can learn so much from one experience. Like,
so
it's not
much.
even funny. And like you said, you probably analyze the situation right now and you learn something. But what if in 6 months you acquire some new information, you reflect back on the same situation,
Mm,
and now you got like maybe a new way of seeing it, and you just keep learning from that new situation, and then another time block or more and more. Basically, the further you go from that experience, the more you kind of go back, the more you're gonna learn, see things differently, and each time you might pick out something different. Because they do say that with like some books, like a really good book you read, you should read it like maybe every 2 years, because you're in
really?
a completely different spot to where you
Oh,
were.
because you
So
may have took something out of the book too,
yeah, and
or
you might have spaced out on the other shit, like the next steps. Because
mhm.
usually think about this: when an author makes a book, depending on I guess what the subject is and shit. Like for Robert Greene, he usually lasts like 4 to 5 years. Think about that: 4 to 5 years of research, practicing,
To write this book
trying to
out.
write this book, and you could probably read a book. I don't know, bro. For let's say a month. I feel like a month is plenty of time to read a book. Like
Hmm.
if you dedicate yourself to it, even an audiobook, fuck it. Do
Hmm.
you feel like all that 30 days that you're maybe an hour a day that you're spending is gonna like equal to the knowledge that the author had that he tried to squeeze in on this whole book?
I don't know.
So that's when I've been
You'll probably take a grain out of that.
exactly, exactly. So by kind of going back is like you're essentially just like grabbing more out of it. So
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good way
yeah,
of seeing that.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I haven't read too many like fucking books,
Yeah.
but maybe there's like a few where I'm like, I should probably go back and maybe something to refresh, or maybe you read it, never applied it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to apply that shit, because then usually if you don't, you read something, you learn it, you got to put it into action, or most likely it'll just drop off and you forget about it. Because were you ever in German or any type of foreign language class
Yeah, German.
for how many years?
Fuck. Can't tell you.
Like a year or two or something?
Like 3 years.
3 years? Okay, cool. How many German words do you think you know in the 3 years that you practice it?
Fuck. Maybe like two.
That's what fucking. That's the point, though.
Fump, fear. I think those are numbers, no?
Yeah, it's like eins,
Five
zwei,
and four.
vier,
Yeah.
fünf, sechs, even. So I'm saying
Yeah.
you learned. You were fucking paying attention and doing all this shit for 3 years. You never used that shit, so it never like really went into that part of your brain. Maybe
Yeah.
you fucking passed the test. And then after that, it was like, I'm never gonna
Yeah.
use this shit
It's honestly
again.
really fucked though for schools to be doing this because like honestly when is a kid gonna go to Germany at that because it's right you have to actually keep using it. Like I guess it would be beneficial if the kid is actually interested, but
Yeah.
I feel like I mean my girl went to French class. We
Hmm.
went to Vegas. We stayed at the Paris, and a lot of that shit is in French
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
And she like could read it all, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." But like in reality, when the fuck do you ever use this? I guess she's
yeah.
planning on going on a Europe trip here soon,
Mm-hmm.
with her sister, but maybe she'll get to use it then. But a lot of the times, these classes that they teach you in school, I mean, other than Spanish probably beneficial because fucking there's a lot of Latins.
Well, to be honest with you, I took a Spanish class in high school. It's called Spanish for Heritage Speakers, so people that grew up speaking it.
Mm.
And guess like what the professor was.
White?
He was white, and we knew more than him. I was, why the fuck did we take this
Uh,
class?
some of the school and shit needs to kind of change. I don't know, but
He was
but
cool as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but it's
yeah.
like it was just like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like,
Yeah, but no, I'm not trying to try sidetrack from what we were talking about.
yeah,
But no, it is true though. You got to definitely put into action. What you fucking read, say, whatever.
yeah, bro. Or else you're just wasting your time and you're gonna forget about it. So that's what I've been kind of been trying to push myself into. I've been technically, studying this business shit for this much, but it's like, bro, that's all that shit useless unless you actually do it and put it into practice. The fuck, like
Yeah,
knowing shit and not actually using it doesn't like make you better or anything like that, like at all. Like,
yeah,
it's like what the fuck.
yeah. It's
So
funny. That's why I'll be like on my phone, and then on the background I have like a YouTube video on like a guy wrapping a car or tinting a window, and girls ask me sometimes, "Are you even watching this?" Or
hmm
like people probably think also I'm like, "Why is he have the TV on and doing this?" But I'm just like taking it in. Like I'm wasting my time
oh
with
yeah,
something
yeah,
that
yeah.
I'm gonna use. I may know already everything, but maybe one thing I may
Yeah,
catch
you
on,
grab
and
on it. I'm the same way with some podcasts, bro.
but I'd listen to stuff usually that I'm gonna be doing. I'm not gonna be watching a video on a guitar player or I mean it's interesting. I love that shit, but I'm not gonna put
You're
that
not gonna get
shit.
any value of it.
I'm not gonna start using a guitar here soon.
Mm,
But so I've been trying to take like well, I've always kind of done it. My free time, I was just watching stuff that's gonna help me with what I'm currently doing, which my biggest part right now is my business, obviously, is my life. That's kind of what my life goes around.
yeah, so as it should.
But yeah.
Damn, bro. No, I like that. So, well, there you have it, folks. Another thing to think about, potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, up to you. So, but yeah,
Depends the way you see it, but yeah.
yeah,
Many
bro.
ways of seeing life.
Too many, actually. That's what I'm saying. You have one life. You basically get to choose how you live it.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Like, this is obviously the kind of the things and ideas we chose to essentially, like, listen to and oblige. But I feel like ours is, I don't want to say better than anyone else's, but I feel like the reason I'm good with mine is because we're both of ours is centralized again, like, within reality.
Hmm.
Like, it's realistic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't want to just be like, oh, we don't want to hear the nice things because usually the nice things and the good things is like, oh, chill,
Hmm.
relax, don't do shit, all that. But usually what happens if you take shit easy and chill, later in life you make like basically life harder,
Hmm.
situation, shit like that. So by doing the harder things, you make your life easier, ironically enough. So just like another thing, I was like, yo, what the fuck? So yeah, the shit we talk about and shit might be maybe a little hard or you might not think it's correct, but for at least for us, it's working and
Yeah.
you
And
know,
then the rest of life will come easy to you. You know what's funny with that? I kind of related with food. I think I've told you with
mm,
this. I'd come home from school and have dinner.
okay,
My mom, would have food for us every day. Thankful for that because some people don't have that. But
facts.
right, we get home,
Bless.
yeah, definitely blessed. And obviously, we had the veggies, some kind of pasta, and then obviously a big old nice steak or something that I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
I'd always eat the food that I would hate eating, like the pasta, the salad, the veggies. and I saved the last, like the steak for last. I think we talked about this, but it's
Yeah,
kind of like how life we're talking about. Like if you do
yeah,
the hard shit first, then the
yeah,
rest
yeah.
comes easy in a way.
Bro,
It's
that's
kind
crazy how you made that connection, bro. Because I did
of
the same shit,
we
bro.
talked about this a while ago. How growing up we did that, or at some point we made that
Yeah.
connection. But
No, but it's crazy how you just fit it into the bigger picture because that's a fact.
yeah, my mom would ask me like with the meal that I was waiting to eat,
Yeah.
like the steak or shrimp, whatever it
Shrimp.
was, right? And she's like, "What? You don't want shrimp today?" I'm like, "No, I'm saving that shit for last." Like,
Bro,
I'm trying to get
facts.
through the shitty stuff that I
And then
don't
and then
like.
be like, hey, let me get one. Hey, if you don't want to
Yeah,
get like but chill.
no, no,
Like
no, no, it's mine.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's funny.
Holy shit. Well, there you have it, folks. That's a fact. Just do the hard shit, especially even with the day, because I do know just kind of bringing it back to or having organization and planning the day before and all that. If you prioritize or do the hardest shit like in the day first,
Yeah,
then the rest is technically easier. So technically, you're kind of going more downhill, if that makes sense. You have
yeah.
momentum too. You did the hardest shit of the day. It's done.
Hmm.
Everything else, you just kind of just coast and do all that. So build
Yeah,
some momentum up and make like mini goals with your day and the big, big, big game changers. Like you even do it to organizing the day
yeah,
or the week before.
yeah.
Big game changer.
I did that with jobs, doing the big part out of there first. My worker always asked me, he's like, "Why do you do the bumpers first? Like, just do that shit for last. Like, it's kind of inconvenient to be going like sometimes you go
Hmm.
backwards doing that." But I'm like, bumpers are the hardest. Like, you don't want to save that shit for when you're on
Oh, a time crunch.
a time crunch like me. I'm like, I'd rather get that shit out of the way, figure it out, and then leave the easy shit for last.
What would you say is the easiest part of a car to wrap?
Probably doors.
Doors, because it's just
Doors,
pretty
yeah.
flat.
Doors, like usually quarter panels are kind of flat, trunks. But yeah, the bumpers are gonna be the hardest. Door handles, mirrors. So it's like get that shit out of the way first if you can. From my shit, you know. But
Yeah.
everybody has their own thing. Like let's say, I don't know, what would be a good example? Let's say you clean homes.
Mm.
Probably the hardest part is gonna be the vacuuming and mopping. Most like hard,
Okay.
back breaking. Just knock it out first and do the rest easy. Just wiping down with a little towel at the very end. Instead of taking it easy and wiping shit down, and at the end you're fucking beat because you've been mopping and sweeping. I don't know. You can break it
Yeah.
down with a lot of things like that, but knock out the hard shit first.
No, that's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Make your life easier by doing the hard shit first, and then
Makes your day definitely go by faster and be easier. It's like your week too. If you do the hard shit at the beginning of the week, Monday. I mean, Mondays already kind of suck anyways because you come in from the weekend.
yeah.
You're trying to plan out the week, but if you get Monday through and you knocked out the hard shit, closer it gets to Friday, the weekend, easier, less work, so
No,
more
I agree
enjoyable.
with that.
Instead of you're freaking waiting for Friday to knock out everything at the end, then
You're like,
you go into
sheesh.
the weekend kind of like in a different mood. So
Yeah, and by kind of doing that, you are kind of procrastinating to a sense as well.
yeah,
And usually, when you're procrastinating, you kind of you do know you got to do it, but you're putting it off.
hmm
But mentally, you know you should do it.
and the whole time too throughout the week, you got that shit in the back of your head,
Yeah, and you
maybe
keep pushing it off. It
it may
basically
take you away from other shit.
there you
So
go. It takes mental capacity away from the task at hand. So you're basically just like even further fucking yourself over. Like
yeah,
I'm still bad at that. I ain't gonna lie. Like
yeah,
I gotta get good at that.
we're
But
all working on it.
yeah, but like the things that I have implemented, I'm like, holy shit, it's a big ass change. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, I like going to the gym and all that shit, but I feel like getting it at the way and being done with it, like even
Mm,
with work, is one of the
that's a good one.
greatest feelings, bro. It's like fuck yeah, I don't have to go and bust ass for like 2 hours. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not looking like let's say I go home. So okay, let's go say I go home at 5 o'clock.
Hmm.
Let's say I'll go to the gym, I don't know, 8, 9. That 3 hours, if I'm not doing shit, I'm just gonna be literally like, fuck, like just thinking about damn in 3 hours I'm about to go to the gym. It's like, bro, instead go to the gym now or after.
Yeah, get it over with.
You get home and it's like now it's either free time or now you could do work on other shit, which I usually try to do. And yeah, bro, just kind of I guess take it from there. So it's just some shit.
It's just a matter of time management
There we go.
and planning it out.
Exactly.
Make it easy for yourself, more
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah, and this is going to be hard. I know. I think one of the popular things that keeps coming up is similar topics, but like it takes time to grasp onto this shit. Like
Hmm.
we all need reminders. Like I'm over here thinking about shit I could improve myself because it's always again life's a process, not a goal, not a destination. Is my point, but not a destination. Well, because what would be a destination of life? Dying.
Yeah.
Like what are you trying to reach? A goal. So if you reach the goal you want, let's say you reach the goal you want at 30,
Hmm.
what the fuck are you gonna do for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Like
You
it's a
got nothing.
process, bro. Like
You
you
got
have
nothing.
goals, but don't make that the ultimate goal, because then after you're probably gonna be lost. That's what happens to a lot of NBA players and sports players.
Their dream is to fucking.
To be in the NBA, NFL, obviously they become like 30, 35, maybe they get an injury. Now their whole self-esteem is fucked, bro. Like, yeah, they might be rich and all that, but it's like
That's yeah.
they're just fucking sitting at home not doing shit, bro. Like, I don't know.
I could probably yeah. I can see that happening to a lot of people actually. Singers, rappers.
Yeah, they were the at pinnacle of life.
Hmm.
I feel like that fucks up a lot of maybe like like young actors or even like child stars. It's like,
Mm.
damn, you had all this attention and you were like that
They have it
person.
all by like 15, and then the whole fucking life's fucked after that.
Yeah, that's really common,
Yeah.
bro. It's really common. So I feel like that, like sometimes, and I'm pretty sure even us, even me growing up, we probably wanted that shit.
100%.
So and then
Definitely.
secretly, like I don't know why people want things that are not good for them.
Mm.
Like even shit, even to this point, but it's like shit, bro.
Yeah. And everything you ever wanted, most of the time. I mean, you're at one point you're living it now and you have it all.
Facts,
So
facts,
you
facts,
sit
facts.
back. I mean, I always wanted to fucking be where I'm at right now, and when you're not in the moment, you're not enjoying it. You're not realizing what the fuck you have.
Yeah,
So
you're blocking your blessings. Like
yeah,
you got your blessing, man. Enjoy it, accept it,
enjoy it and put on the next one.
100%.
So
Keep it moving. But not some
yeah,
beautiful shit, man.
yes
Some
sir.
shit I needed. You hear me?
Hey, we all need to hear a little something every once in a while, right?
Yeah, 100%, bro. No, but that's good, bro.
Yeah. You got any plans for this weekend? Anything cool coming up this month?
Well, actually, this weekend I'm just gonna go to Salt Lake for a little bit, you know that. But I got news. For Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be going to San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my girlfriend's family. You know, she has an uncle that lives in obviously San Francisco, but there's a
Yeah.
bunch of I just
Yeah.
don't
It's
know.
big out there.
Yeah, so yeah, I've never been over there, so it's gonna be kind of
Yeah.
cool. Check it out. The only thing that does kind of fuck me up a little bit, and like I don't know, it wasn't an issue, but like I don't know, there's always discussions, maybe not arguments, but disagreements
Yeah. Yeah.
that kind of came up. And I was like, essentially, my dad is going to Mexico,
Mm.
coming up here, but he's gonna be basically gone for Thanksgiving,
Oh.
and then the days I would go, I would basically be like gone too, which
Mm.
leaves both of my sisters and my mom, I guess, by themselves. So I guess that was the only thing I wasn't really cool with. I had talked with everybody and figured it out. But
Yeah.
yeah, I have to obviously, you know, I'm in a committed relationship. Obviously, it's
Yeah. You gotta make ends meet
yeah, hundred
wherever you
percent.
can, best you can.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, she just
Yeah.
got like the feeling that I wasn't like necessarily trying to go.
Mm.
I'm like, fuck, San Francisco sound dope. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. It's a fucked up thing,
Yeah.
and you don't want to choose either.
Yeah.
Like
You kind of just
between
get put there, but you gotta somehow meet.
yeah, I feel like the best key is just communicate. Just talk.
Communication is key.
Both
Yeah.
people. Like, don't just wait and just be like, you know what, it'll get figured out. Nah, like with shit like that actually means to you relationships.
Hmm.
Over communicate, honestly. If you think you've communicated enough, fuck it, communicate it again. Like,
Hmm. Make it clear, loud and
yeah,
clear.
like
Yeah.
100%. I think there was actually, I don't know why this brought a tweet into my mind, but I remember Alex Ramosi
Mm.
tweeted something. He's saying that he and his wife basically have a thing where if they see maybe like a car coming, let's say one of them's driving,
Hmm.
they basically alert the person like, oh, do you like, yo, there's a person behind you, oh, like watch out, that because he's like obviously the bad of that is if you have ego, you might take it personally, like, motherfucker, I'm driving.
Yeah.
But if you like they're grown, I guess, or have that basically transparency where they could get over that hump.
Hmm.
They said the only bad thing about that, the net loss, is like there's not really any if you don't take it personal, but the gain is immense because if you had like if they didn't see that car or that person, they would have
And,
fucking smacked that
and you didn't
motherfucker.
say nothing. Yeah.
So it's like one of those things that's like
Hmm.
it doesn't cost too much to say, assuming they don't like take it the wrong way. But like,
It's hard. Some people are very stubborn, though.
dude, it's funny because I think I've seen tweets and memes that like the guys
Yeah,
are always like they turn into driving instructors when they're with like their girlfriend's driving, and I'm the same way, bro. I go,
I know. I think we're all guilty of it, honestly.
they
Or,
hate that shit too.
yeah, they don't like
They
it.
hate that shit. That shit's funny as
Hey, we're
hell.
just looking out. But at
Yeah,
the
I don't want to
same,
get hit.
yeah,
You know.
it's my side. Why are you taking that yellow light on that turn?
Yo,
It's gonna hit me.
oh shit.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bro.
but no, I feel you there. That's funny you brought that up.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, this communication, bro, is literally what it comes down
Yeah,
to. You know, maybe not the communication with the driving there because they're probably gonna take it personal, but I don't know what it is. It's just something that could just like, yo, chill, chill. You know, I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. But going back to this Thanksgiving thing, yeah, my parents are going out of town next Friday,
And they're gonna
so
be going to, huh?
yeah, they'll be gone for that
Shit.
whole weekend. So it's just be me and the girl and the dogs. So
Okay.
yeah, so shouldn't be a
Something.
little different. I
Yeah.
think my oldest brother he goes to his mother-in-law's up in Idaho for Thanksgiving usually.
Mm.
He spends Christmas and New Year's here with our family. And then my middle brother, he sometimes he kind of splits it up. He spends it with us, and then his mother-in-law's also. But this year, I'm sure since nobody's gonna be home, I mean, we'll see what we. I'm sure we'll whip something up,
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you could probably
cook up a little turkey, share it with the dogs.
fuck it, dude, because that turkey Loki's a big ass fucking
Yeah.
piece of poultry. Holy
But
shit.
luckily, I got the whole weekend off, and it's my birthday weekend too. So
Yes, it is.
it'll
And
be.
honestly,
I just
it's.
be. That's my birthday gift to me. I'm just gonna chill.
Oh, okay.
Just
I was about to just say, yeah, you have any plans? So chill out,
just chill
relax.
out. Yeah,
Black Friday coming up too, brother.
it is.
Get yourself a little something nice, you know?
Yep. Give me a little something. I think I would tell you, I've been want to get a TV. I haven't mounted my TV yet in my new house. It's just been laying on top of the like against the wall. I have like a little towel holding it up against the wall so it doesn't damage the wall. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna hang this thing up knowing I'm gonna get a bigger TV here
Like,
Black Friday.
2 months or 2 weeks. The fuck?
Yeah, so
That's good, bro.
but yeah, I'll see what's out there on Black Friday and shop for some deals online. It's crazy because
Mm.
as growing up, Black Friday was kind of big for us.
Oh, for
I
sure.
remember always like after Thanksgiving dinner, we would try to get our families to go down there, or even the morning of.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and there'd be for video games.
Yeah. Best
Every
Buy.
year it was video games. Now I don't really play games, and everything's digital now anyway. So
Yeah,
it's
it's weird, bro. Now it's just kind of a little weird.
so,
There obviously is still cool shit. It's mostly electronics now, right?
but I feel like we honestly I feel like we got everything
That we need. We have everything we need.
for
That we
sure.
want.
There's probably still more.
Humans will always want more, so we never
Yeah,
will fulfill that. Actually, the shit we want, we'll never fulfill.
yeah,
Literally.
that's a fact. And there's always new
So,
shit coming out, so it's always something bigger and better.
yep.
But yeah, that's kind of I guess the Thanksgiving talk.
Yeah, bro. That kind of, I don't know. For some reason, it just kind of what we just said brings me into like a little thing. I think I read the other day too. Essentially, I think uh, I think you probably heard about him. Is Alexander the Great?
Okay.
Some, I guess, some historical ass figure from back way back in the day. But essentially, he was known to be like a good ruler, basically a good like army general,
Mm-hmm.
all that shit. And he was basically grabbing all this fucking land, bro, and literally conquering the world. Kind of was his goal. And I think they ended up running into like an old ass philosopher looking dude. And basically he was not like really reciprocating or showing like the respect or appreciation. Maybe not that because you could,
Yeah.
but basically they were trying to maybe do a little extra. He's like, yo, he was basically saying, yo, hey, this guy over here has, I think one of his soldiers like, hey, like Alex has conquered like the world. Like, what the hell have you conquered?
Hmm.
And he basically said, I have conquered the the power to not want to conquer the world.
Mm.
And I was like, what the fuck? And it basically kind of what that means is he conquered like his wants, because he like you always want
Yeah.
more, bro. Like literally, I think actually to
But
summarize, Alexander the Great kept wanting more. I think he ended up like getting killed or some shit. So it's like he knew his limit, like how
yeah.
far he's gonna go. So it just kind of was like a good realization
Yeah.
to
That's important in life,
know.
man. Because as a
Yeah,
business owner, you always want more. But the more you do, the more away you are from home. You'll end up losing, relationships because you don't hang out with people, your spouse, because you don't ever see them. And you got to find that limit. Like, where is it? And it's tough because obviously sometimes you want to make it understandable to them also
yeah,
that more can mean better in a way because you could take them out from working, and you can
Mm.
now supply for the whole family, and it'll give you basically financial freedom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta know your limit too. It's like you've been spending every fucking day at work, and you
Yeah.
haven't really done much like increase wise. And I mean, there's no fucking reason to spend your whole day there. But yeah, it's like
You have to have a
that,
limit, yeah.
it goes with life too. Yeah, with nowadays, like you said, even then, it was Alexander the Great, or
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so I
wow,
guess know when the finish line is, because if not, there's always gonna be someone way better than you, and maybe not everything, obviously, but like certain industries, business, shit like that. So if
yeah.
you don't never know when to stop, you're just gonna go life competing with people for some reason, probably most likely for status or some shit, like some
I
type of
guess to the point where you're gonna be competing with yourself.
yeah, like you're gonna be your own enemy at that point.
Yeah,
So it's like shit. I don't know. I guess we'll find out and all that. But no, bro, I really enjoyed today's conversation, bro.
yeah.
As always, shit, the fuck.
As always,
Yeah,
man, it's always good coming in on Wednesdays and
100%. I was looking
catching
forward
up.
to it. And like
Yeah,
you said, I kind of been thinking about it more. I think last time, I think you said hump day. I believe
yep.
that's when we're like, hey, hump day. It literally is like that.
Literally, I never thought about it till have we always had it on Wednesdays?
For the most part, yes. I think at the start, it might have been random, but
Yeah, it was. I think we've had a few here where it's like on a Friday, but
yeah, random as
maybe
fuck.
once or twice. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's cool. We just have it on a Wednesday, and
Yeah.
but yeah, it is kind of cool, honestly. If the boy Aaron's watching,
Aaron.
and he was here today, and he's asking what we're gonna do with this room. He hasn't been in here since it was like an office for the old place, and
Yeah.
I showed him. He's like, "Oh shit, that's cool!" Like and it takes people by surprise when they don't expect this little. It's two warehouse buildings with cars and shit in them, and then this little corner, little office space is like you walk in and it's like a whole studio.
I think I see a common trend.
Yeah,
So, for the people that've seen it, or you've told me that seen it, they're
uh-huh.
like blown away.
Yeah,
And I think they get blown away because it's some shit that like no one ever really like takes a chance on, if that makes sense. And this is like some crazy shit. Like, who the fuck has something like this?
well, yeah, it blew my mind. Today I was cleaning this shit, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it looked all kind of nice and stuff, and I'm like, this is fucking kind of crazy. Like, we're actually really doing this podcast,
And
and
putting it on the internet. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, and I was today on my before I came here, I was just chilling watching YouTube, and
Yeah.
our podcast came up, and I'm like, it's gonna be fucking weird. Like later on, we just see this shit. Like we were literally out here putting out videos. Speaking of videos, though, our reel, we put up another reel.
Mm,
I've been kind of keeping up with like the stats of it, and it's been getting some attention. It seems like,
yeah.
well, a lot more than our videos, and
Mm.
I think that
It's
may
weird
be
how that
the.
shit works. I don't know how
It's
it
kind of they
works.
push it more out, huh?
It looks like it, but at the same time, it has plays, right?
Yeah,
Does that play mean
the views.
not only the views, the person, how many people have seen it,
Hmm.
or how many loops has been looped around? Like, what if I watch it and it loops like 3 times?
Does it
Does
count
that
for
count as
three
three?
views? That's a good point. I don't know.
I don't know either. That's why I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen the analytics side to see where it actually breaks it down. I just seen it like from a third person,
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
just seeing it
Yeah,
from the
yeah, same,
outside.
same. Well, for the YouTube
And I
one,
was just like, oh shit, like yeah, the YouTube. I think was it TikTok?
TikTok,
Yeah. So,
TikTok. We got like 250 views with 0 followers.
do we add TikTok to our little for you page thing? Not for you. What do you call it? The
Oh, nah, I haven't done none of
we
that
should do
shit.
that just to see if it gets more. What?
Wait, are you talking about the Instagram in
Our
the TikTok?
our no,
What do
just
you
our
What do you mean?
TikTok to our link tree.
Oh, I don't think that shit in there, to be honest with you. I think the only thing on Linktree is the
Uh,
webs, the distribution,
Instagram.
the distribution. I don't think it's even on Instagram, bro.
Oh, really? It's just like the listenings places you can
Yeah,
get
if I'm
it. Like,
mistaken, I'll click on it right now, live on the ear, and I'm pretty sure it should just be. I'll click it, but yes, just click below to start listening. Click on that
oh, gotcha,
motherfucker.
gotcha, gotcha.
But no, you made me realize that we could put it in more places.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's gonna get more attention, but at least people will know about it, I guess.
100%, bro. Like you could funnel them people
Yeah.
like everywhere. TikTok, I'm still trying to learn. Like I still don't know what the hell I'm doing, bro. To be honest with you, I've only uploaded one thing.
Yeah.
And then what I've noticed with TikTok really quick is it looks like TikTok, you get the views as soon as you upload it first day. After that, it drops like a motherfucker. So
Mhm.
they kind of like push your video that day. So what I was thinking, the strategy behind TikTok, if available, is post way more often on that shit
Mm-hmm.
than anywhere else, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that would be like
Kind of funnel down. Kind of use TikTok to see what.
get the most eyes on us.
Yeah, and then from there use those videos
To just
for
kind of
Instagram maybe.
yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, that's a good point actually. I'll maybe do that. I don't know. What do you think about shorts? Should I just spam the shit out of those shits too, or just maybe
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I feel like we're not hurting no one with those.
Nah, I don't think so either.
At the same time, you don't want to just
Because Instagram might get it. Like Instagram, I don't know. It's just Instagram's just a weird platform now.
yeah.
Where I feel like it's more community based now. To be honest with you, like
Mm-hmm.
like ads kind of could work, but they have to be really targeted to whoever you're looking for. But if it's just random shit, it's most likely not. It's not gonna just get exposure.
Yeah,
So yeah, we'll keep obviously testing, experimenting shit like that, and get back with y'all. But
for sure. Yeah,
yeah, we're working on some shit. I'll keep working on some shorts. I was working on the video yesterday. Well, it took like an hour to do the whole thing.
yeah,
Then I realized it was fucked, and I just was like, oh fuck this shit. But I'll do other videos because we do have like 32 other videos that we haven't chopped up yet. Like we still got a shit ton of content, which is beautiful.
for
So
sure. Yeah,
I know we were trying to like maybe jump the gun on the shorts and TikToks and all that shit, but I feel like it's good to just have all this stuff to work with. Because if
yeah,
we were trying to do the shorts and all this shit with like one episode, we would probably be putting out like random ass shit,
yeah.
literally like random ass like
No,
little
that's
shorts.
good. Like I said, everything happens for a reason in a way, So
Yeah, timing's perfect.
yeah.
So yeah, well, I guess that's kind of it, bro. I don't know if you have any closing thoughts for the people and shit. You know.
No, man, that's it for me. But yeah,
Awesome. Okay. Well, beautiful. Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast. It's been a pleasure, an honor, all that stuff, blessings, and yeah. Again, my name's Alex,
I'm Edgar.
and yeah, we'll catch you
Catch you
on
in the next one.
the. Alrighty.
Peace.